Grealish is ruining his career at Manchester City, and that is just generally down to the fact that he went for the money. It's clear as day. He went to win trophies. He narrowly won a Premier League by 1 point last season. Didn't really do anything. What else has he won? Didn't win the FA Cup. Didn't win the Carabao Cup. Didn't win the Champions League. Doesn't know that's happening this season. Man City in big trouble at the minute. Charges being made against them today, and finally they hopefully are going to get caught for the cheating team they are, because it's not correct. But this guy left his boyhood club to go play for a team to win trophies. That's, just being found out that they're just cheats, and we already knew that. And hopefully the same happens with Newcastle, but we live in hope. But for this guy, he's always been a bit of a douchebag, to be honest. Grealish, even at Villa, he made so many mistakes. You can say he carried our team, but he wasn't a... It's not even being salty. I've never looked up to Jack Grealish. He honestly... Something about him put me off. He's not a role model. He goes out, crashes his car. He breaks lockdown rules when he was around. He's not a role model. He was just full of himself, and I'm not surprised he went to City. But when you're Grealish, and you're, making fun of people like Miguel Almiron, who are now showing him up quite a lot now, I think that just shows the character he is, and I appreciate everything he did at Villa. He is a good player, but he was, like people say, he's the best player at Villa at one point. You're not going to be the best player at City, are you? You're not going to be the main man. You're just another player at City, which is why I'm really surprised he won. If you wanted to win trophies, don't go to City. Don't go to Liverpool. Don't go to Arsenal. Don't go to Chelsea. Go to Germany. Go to Bayern Munich. They win the flipping Bundesliga every year. Go to Barca or Real Madrid. They flipping win the league every flipping season. Not to Man City, where in a few years' time, who knows? They could be the next Chelsea, now just falling apart from title champions to now being 2 points ahead of Villa. For me, Grealish, he should have stayed. You sign a contract and say my club in a tweet. You don't then go backtrack on that and then just leave your boyhood club. I think he's made a big mistake, and I think he knows that. He's ruined his career, to be honest. I don't think many of the Villa fans love him anymore. City fans, beside the jokes, they generally don't exist. They don't have hearts. They just support City because they feel like it. He's got no lovers. He's probably not a favourite of the Newcastle fans now, even more, since he insulted Miguel Almiron. Not a great look on this player. And there's talks of him to come back to Villa. Yes, I'd love it if he did, because that's just the story you want to hear. He needs to apologise to the fans if he came back, and I think he owes us an apology, because he just ditched us at the first sign of trouble. So a lot of people are like, oh well, I don't understand hate. This guy was at Villa since he was, what, 6, 7 in our academy. It's the first time I think you can join an academy. All the way through to he was about 25, and that was it. you can't argue we weren't going to win a trophy. Who knows? I know we're not going to win the Premier League. But our squad was vastly improving. You know, we had a great season the season before that only fell off because of COVID. I just don't understand this player. But for me, especially with City's situation, he's definitely ruined his career, to be honest. I hope he does learn from this mistake, because you know, it's come back to bite him now. That's all well and good when he scores like a hat-trick against us on Sunday, but he's going to get heavily booed, let's just be real there.